Israeli government says the war won't end until Hamas is destroyed and all of the hostages are home.
Now, those hostages include family members of a Needham man whom we've spoken with several times over the past year. WBZ's Paul Burton met with him again today. Paul joins us live in the public garden. And Paul, the void he must feel, particularly today.
Yeah, you know, a rally is set to take place here about an hour from now to remember the Israeli and Palestinians' lives lost over this past year. And for many families, including Jason Greenberg of Needham, this really hits close to home.
Grief, loss, and the uncertainty for those that are still yet to rejoin us.
47-year-old Jason Greenberg says it's been a long year. He was actually in Israel during the October 7th attacks last year. He had 5 close family members taken on that day. He says 2 of them were killed.
Noya and Carmela were granddaughter and grandmother. They were both killed. Ofer Calderon and his 2 children, Sahar and Erez, were kidnapped, taken to Gaza.
And while the 2 children have been released as part of the 3rd round of hostage exchange back in November, Ofer is still being held.
He wasn't in great shape, but he was still, he was confirmed to be alive.
As Israel marks 1 year since the October 7th attacks and the war in Gaza rages, Jason says his heart breaks for the hostages who are still ripped from their family members.
My life has changed in profound ways. My connection to Israel, to my family, and to the plight of its citizens has deepened and been solidified more than I think it ever could have otherwise.
Greenberg says he plans to return to Israel on Thursday to see his immediate family, especially his 80-year-old father.
I'm going back to see my family to show them that we're not acting out of fear, and to support them and to be supported by them during this time, especially with uncertainty and rising potential for escalation in the region.
And while he still does not see any light at the end of this year-long dark tunnel, he remains hopeful that his cousin Ofer will be released.
Most of the time, I'm very hopeful and optimistic that he will return, that his children will have a father again. But the uncertainty is probably the hardest part to deal with.
So much pain, so much loss, so much suffering. Jason says when he plans to head out to Israel this week, he will not be in a real danger zone. His family is in a relatively safe location. Live in Boston, I'm Paul Burton, WBZ News.
Oh, thank you.